I say, are you an abolitionist? You Dred Scott will take off the net, turn a t-shirt, or there shall be fisticuffs, you carpetbagger.
Yo, he hit that on the head.
1 in a million to one villain. Too hot to be in the kitchen, I'll end up melting the ceiling.
Talking about politics in America right now is like trying to organize an interracial hoedown in 1840. I say, are you an abolitionist? You Dred Scott will take off the net, turn a t-shirt, or there shall be fisticuffs, you carpetbagger.
Yo, he hit that on the head.
Yeah, joke number 2 sounds like history homework, doesn't it? Yeah. Here's what bothered me about the last election. I could not believe we were fighting each other over these idiots. And that's why we were pissed at each other. People, our families were breaking up. You guys do get that we get a new idiot in 4 years, right? You're going to need your family to wipe you in 20. Like families were breaking up over Thanksgiving. Is that who you vote for, Uncle Phil? Is that who you vote for? Shut the fuck up, Grandma. Is that who you vote for, Uncle Phil? Well, if that's who you're voting for, I hope you get hit by a gas truck. That's why I don't vote. And I hope you don't die. I hope you're lying there and the truck driver's got to revive you, but he's got Ebola and AIDS. That's what I hope happens, Uncle Phil. I hope you get truck driver Ebola AIDS. Shut the fuck up, Grandma! Hey! I am not going to...
Did y'all have anybody that, like, stopped talking to you because of, like, the election, like because of who you voted for or who you were supporting? Did you have somebody that was like, I can't be friends with you, or as a family member, we can't associate anymore? Like, what was it like for y'all? Me personally, I don't know too many conservatives in my personal life. Most of my family and friends and people, I don't have many friends, but most of my family and the few friends that I do have, they're all like liberals or even they vote Democrat, right? But I haven't personally lost anybody or like stopped talking to me. I had some heated conversations, but it's mostly, it might just be the fact that I spend most of my time debating. So like I know how to debate with people and not let it get to a certain point. But have y'all lost people in y'all personal lives because of the election?
Shut the fuck up, Grandma! Hey! I am not going to shut up. Uncle Phil gave you a kidney last year. You want your Nazi kidney back, Uncle Phil? Someone get me a box cutter and some bathtub bourbon right now. Yeah. I'm going to cut this kidney out. I'm going to go pee first, Uncle Phil. I couldn't believe how we were treating each other. And then this morning I woke up happy because I realized
there's a movie called White Boys. White Boys? There's a movie called White Boys? Is it already out? Is it a movie that's coming out? How long is the movie? I might have to do a reaction to like the trailer or something like that. I can't react to the whole movie, but I can give my thoughts on the whole movie if I watch it.
Realize the comet that's going to destroy humanity is already on its way. Oh yeah, there's a giant rock coming, people. Oh yeah, it's happened 5 times in the past, destroyed everything. It's not God. God's not flipping that rock. Oh, you guys keep dancing on Sunday. I'm going to jack this place up.
Yo, this guy's funny, yo. What's his name? Christopher Titus. Oh man, this man's funny. Yeah, it's classic. All right. Where can I watch it at? Do I have to buy it on DVD? Is it streaming anywhere? Let me know, Anthony. David, I've been roped off by many family members who refuse to discuss politics to any degree of me. Of course, David. I think you really cut from that fabric of people who like consume politics on a major basis. So like you probably walking into a conversation locked and loaded, whereas they probably not, or they have cocked and loaded, and they probably just like, you know what? Don't talk to me no more. Listening helps keep sanity. True. Facts. I love that the comedians are speaking up again. Facts. And I think the more comedians start actually like just being funny, you got to be funny, but pushing some of those limits, more and more comedians will feel confident in doing so. I like comedy and I want my comedy to be funny. I don't want people to feel bad because of the comedy, but at the same time, there's always going to be something that offends somebody, and you're just going to have to accept that. The goal should be is having that understanding walking into a comedy special or something like that, that this person intentions is to make people laugh. It's not meant to aim and to destroy somebody or a certain group. if we can walk in with that mindset, I think more people would be able to enjoy a comedy special.
I'm not flipping that rock. Oh, you guys keep dancing on Sunday. I'm going to jack this place up. You guys better start having sex through a hole in a sheet again, or I'm going to blowtorch this place. Only the Mormons are going to survive this shit.
David time nobody pays attention to chat when they have very strong feelings about it. Oh, David. So I'm guessing that the people you talking about disagree with you politically. I wonder if you ever showed them anything on my show. I wonder what they would say. They probably, you think they would disagree with me more than they agree with me, or agree with me more than they disagree with me? I'll be interested because I know where we stand politically.
No. There is. There is actually a giant rock in space right now in orbit. One day it's going to pound into the Earth, and when it hits, it's going to destroy 1 million species instantly. And Kanye. I know, he earned it. Then it's going to set the atmosphere on fire, and that's going to burn until almost all of us are gone. And the survivors are going to have to live in an impact winter for an eon, until there's only 3 of us left.
Wow.
2 guys and a girl. And you think they're going to restart humanity, but no, both guys are gay.
Bro, this man wildin', y'all. This man wildin'. Yo, a comedy renaissance is coming back. Kill Tony is a good show when it's unfiltered. Yo, if y'all get Discord, man, y'all can send me videos and I'll sift through the ones that I want to watch and we'll play them during my live stream and stuff like that. Right now, the current live stream schedule is Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern and Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to do my best to stick to that schedule. Of course, sometimes I won't always be able to make it, but that is the schedule. And if I miss one, I always try to make it up. But I try to give y'all a heads up early on. They would probably agree with you more, but they also wouldn't give your channel watch time because it would mean engaging with politics. And you know, it's funny. I have a sister, right? And she tried to start something with me like a few weeks ago. She was like, she was coming at me about something with politics. I'm not going to get into the details because that's my sister, but I started to like inform her about something. And then she was like, don't talk to me about politics. I don't get into politics. But I'm like, but you started it. It's like, well, why is there people who want to engage with politics, but yet they don't want to take the time to learn enough to engage with other people about it? It's like, even if you're going to have an opinion, don't be so strong in your opinion if you're not willing to actually like do a little homework. You know what they say, do your research.
So they're going to kill the girl for food and steal her skinny jeans. And then slowly make their way to Boca Raton, Florida, where they're going to live out their final gay days wearing Speedos and shimmying to Katy Perry dance mixes on a solar-powered iPod. When that last gay man dies, that'll be it for humanity. Everything we have done, everything we have built, gone. Just another grain of sand in an empty universe full of useless effort. And that's how I'm dealing with the election. Oh, come on, you know it was a bad one when a planet-killing meteor is my optimistic plan. Oh, come on. I don't care what side you're on. And by the way, there's only one side, American. That's the only side.
Woo! Can I get an amen? Hey, y'all, please hit the like button while y'all at it. Please, if y'all watching this right now, just please hit the like button. But yes, it's only one side, American. Like, I'm writing a book right now. And I think y'all gonna really enjoy this book because, like, I wrote a fiction book first, but then I put that to the side. Now I'm writing a nonfiction book. I'm writing a political book right now, but I'm writing it, and it's really going into my life, but it's using my life to like highlight certain political, you know, truths and like different philosophical things in conservatism and liberalism as well, right? And I think y'all gonna really enjoy it. And that just reminded me, like, it's only one side, and that's American.
Plan. Oh, come on. I don't care what side you're on. And by the way, there's only one side, American. That's the only side.
I know, right?
But the last 4 people running for president, my God, I could have picked 4 better candidates by just throwing a tennis ball into a severe trauma brain injury ward. Just chuck it in, whoever goes, ball, and giggles, you're our candidate, come on out.
You know what? Now he brought up something, right? I've been thinking about this really hard. Right? Like I hear a lot of like people with podcasts, YouTube channels, whatever. People will say, all right, like out of all 350 million Americans or whatever, these were the best we could choose, right? I don't think we've created an environment where like certain people are willing to run for office. It takes a certain type of person to deal with public life and to deal with criticisms, and sometimes they get death threats. It takes a certain type of person to fulfill those roles. And I'm not going to say that they have to be narcissists, but it takes some kind of borderline narcissistic personality to deal with some of the level of like pressure that comes with those positions. So while a person might be really equipped to run a country, they may not be mentally in a place where they could survive such a task. So I don't think necessarily that we're getting the choices that we have by accident.
Get in, whoever goes ball and giggles, you're our candidate. Come on out. You got a good attitude. You knew what a fucking ball was.
Really?
Come on, let's admit it. Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz. Every man in this room knows a guy like Ted Cruz, who just roams the earth with this sentence constantly playing in his head. No one's gonna wipe a booger on me again. No one's gonna wipe a booger on me again. And if
Yo, I read your comment, Wildflower. I use Javier to help get a point across. The fact that Javier will acknowledge things that make sense no matter what side it's coming from. Laugh out loud. I do my best. I don't always pass the test, but that's my intentions. Yeah. And you know what? I really like trying to root out those people who only want me to like say what they want to hear, even if I feel like it's wrong. I really don't want those people on my channel. I don't want those type of people on my channel because I don't want to trap myself in a bubble. And I don't want them to be trapped in a bubble. How in the hell am I supposed to, try to, use my voice to make things better, but at the same time trying to trap people in a bubble? So if a person wants to live in a bubble, they can do that on their own behalf. But if you come to my channel, we don't do the bubble here. It's like, of course, most people might disagree with like 98% of what liberals think, and liberals might disagree 98% of what conservatives think. But that 2% better have some room for disagreement and healthy dialogue. And sometimes things will get heated, but if you're not open to like even talking to that person, even if y'all gotta yell at each other, but you're open to having a conversation, I don't want you on my channel. I don't want a dictatorship. I don't want an authoritarian mindset here. Mic drop. Keep America. We're slipping third world in some areas. Ain't that the truth? Y'all are.
They knew I was gonna tattle. Then you had a Hillary who's got this wake of bodies behind her, allegedly.
All right, so this was back in 2016. So allegedly.
You had a Hillary who's got this wake of bodies behind her, allegedly. Allegedly. I'm saying allegedly because I don't want to die in a suspicious one-car accident. I know. Yeah.
Yo.
I know.
This man ain't sparing nobody. He ain't sparing nobody. My name, my last name. What's up? Welcome to the building. Tim's. I'm super far left, but we had a discussion and not a yelling match. Exactly. I know I probably frustrate people on the left sometimes. They'd be like, oh, I can't stand this black conservative dude. Like, he just pisses me off, right? And it's like, okay, tell me I piss you off and let's talk about it. You know what I mean? One day, as I continue my journey in this YouTube universe, I'm going to be approached by somebody who wants to destroy me, and they're going to bring me on their show for all intents and purposes of just destroying me. And to me, I really don't care. Like I said, I'm willing to put myself in the line of fire and prove I'm wrong, because guess what? I might have learned something. I might, but I'm going to give them hell. I'm at least do my best to give them hell.
They're gonna Find me in an empty parking lot leaning against my car door. Trump carpet fibers all over my body. Suicide note written in a language I don't speak. Allegedly. Then you had Trump, who was pretty amazing. He made it through the entire election without finishing a fucking sentence. It was insane. Wrong, didn't happen, beautiful, best ever. Reciprocal. Nobody peed on me. Oh, that was almost a sentence. Nice job, dude. Yeah, we have a president with no military experience and no political experience, but he has jazz hands. When you're a jet all the way. What is that? And
so this guy, David, I don't know if you still watching. This guy must be Canadian American. Like he's from Canada, but he like lives in America. Oh, he's an American now. Died in a suspicious one-car accident. They'll say it's it's like the willingness to take info in. Exactly. Right. Prove me wrong so I can be right. It's like, you know what? If you learn that something you might be wrong about, if you learn the right thing, might save your life. I think about it like that sometimes. You'd be surprised when I learn certain facts, how beneficial it comes into having future conversations. And sometimes I don't even realize that the information I just received is going to be beneficial in certain conversations. And I do have a pretty good memory when it comes to like memorizing like certain statistical data and like certain facts that play into my worldview. For some reason, I'm easy to recall certain things, and it depends on my mood at the time. Sometimes, like I'm really into like a excited mood, I perform better during debates and stuff like that. Sometimes I may not be kind of up for it, so I just kind of take let's just try to be two human beings having a regular conversation. That just depends. Bro, your logic is too sound for the debates of yours that I've seen. I don't see them willing to even try because that would mean they risking making themselves look stupid as hell. I try not to like shit on nobody as well. Like I try to like keep the energy of the person. Like if you go back and watch some of my debates when I had like go on other people's channels and I'm debating like black people about the black community and stuff like that, I used to go in there and just like try to obliterate everything. I start hitting them without fact, destroy this, destroy that. And I realized like people were telling me, screw the stats, screw your statistics. It didn't even register with them. So I was like, okay, it has to be another way to have a conversation with people. And people don't want to feel stupid. You know what I'm saying? The moment you make somebody feel stupid, they stop wanting to engage with you. It's a balancing act, right? It's a balancing act. And, you know, I'll give you an example. I have a hard time debating somebody. I have a hard time debating David Smalley. David Smalley has a podcast. He's an atheist. He has a podcast. I have a hard time debating him because when I was like 20, 21, 22, I was listening to his podcast a lot, right? And he was somebody that I found early on. And I was always like a listener of his. And it was never like I wasn't a content creator at the time, and I had to become a content creator later. But even when I talk to him this day, I could never go hard on him like I would somebody I don't know or personally or whatever. It's because I still have that level of respect. So I have a harder time having those debates because I'm trying to figure out to have it in such a way that's still respectful and, you know, I don't know. I have a hard time, even with like David Silverman, when I have him on the show, whatever, we disagree about something. It's only so far I'm going to go with a person that I either like listened to a long time ago or I see them as somebody to like inspirational to me in some sense. And, you know, it's not good walking into a debate with somebody like that, but I still do it. He may be a Canadian. He took the liberal stance in that gun debate with Steven Crowder. Oh. Hey, Steven Crowder's kind of a comedian too, I believe. I'm still here. Don't know much about this guy besides that he made me laugh. But now you paying it forward, brother, because he got some laughs going on.
And I have to be honest, I feel bad for you Trump people because you know damn well every time that man heads towards the microphone, you have anxiety, don't you? Hey, man, how many teleprompter guys have shot themselves in the face working with that dude? Because he's on the speech for a minute. He's on the speech.
Okay, I know I'm nodding my head, but I'm reading your comment, and that's what I'm nodding my head to. I'm trying to read your comments and listen to him at the same time. Let me rewind a little bit.
Man, how many teleprompter guys have shot themselves in the face working with that dude? Because he's on the speech for a minute. He's on the speech, he's on the speech, he's on the speech, and then, oh my God, he's going to improv. No! And then you had Bernie. I like Bernie. I thought Bernie was cool. At the end, though, after all that crap, didn't Bernie come across like a real grumpy model train enthusiast? Couldn't you just see him in the basement of the White House? Toot, toot. Mr. President Vladimir Putin's on the phone. I told you, don't bother me when I'm playing with my trains. This job takes up all my time. I'd like to keep 1%. Thank you. And I had friends get crazy. I had friends after the election, they got real fatalistic. They just started yelling crazy. They're like, good, you know what? I'm glad the insane guy won. Good. Let's just burn it down and start over, man. Good. Let's just nuke the whole thing and begin again. Woo! As fun as that sounds, I don't think it's going to go the way you think. Do you know why people say stupid crap like that? Those damn Road Warrior movies. Yeah, we think we're going to survive Armageddon. In fact, every man in this...
You know, to like touch on a little thing he said when people were like, oh, we should do this and do that. Man, there were so many celebrities and people like, I'm leaving the country if Trump got elected. And at the time, I was thinking like, come on, man. No, you're not. Like, you might leave if things hit the fan, if things get really bad, but you're not just going to leave because some dude got elected, right? Like, and none of them really went anywhere. Well, for the most part, as far as I know, maybe somebody left, but for the most part, none of them did. They still here, you know?
Yeah, we think we're going to survive Armageddon. In fact, every man in this room right now believes he's going to be Mad Max in the apocalypse. Every single one. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I got 7 guns and a case of Cliff Bars. Follow me. Come on, let's go.
Well, they made Pete Buttigieg like the head of transportation. That man definitely, he feeling the model trains right now. Definitely, except it would show a level of respect to challenge something that doesn't sit right.
Hold on, I got to tweet my followers. Let me tweet my followers. Yeah, because in 2018, we all have followers just like Jesus. Did they help you move? Did they lie for you in court? Then they ain't followers, are they? Crazy. You guys do realize what these phones have done to us now. Selfie, selfie, selfie. Is it any surprise we elected the most narcissistic human being on the planet? And selfie, selfie, selfie. Get some damn friends. Take some themmies and ussies. Come on, goddammit.
You know, it's funny. Like, I was thinking about that earlier today. I was like, I am so bad with social media. Like, I have to really go out of my way to like make a tweet. I have to force myself to make a tweet. And I'm even worse with Instagram. But like, I am so bad. I'm not mad that I'm bad at social media. Some people take it like if you don't have a big like number of followers or something on Twitter or whatever, you're a nobody or something like that. I don't really care. There are YouTubers and influencers who don't use like social media or whatever. But like, I be trying to get into it because like I do want to connect with other people, but at the same time, I'd much rather just like live life. And I hope that y'all live life. Don't let social media suck you in. And I don't use Facebook. Facebook used to be my social media platform where I would like spend most of my time debating and arguing and posting pictures and contacting with family. And I got off of Facebook because I realized it was so like consuming of time. Not only that, but I felt worse after using it. Like I would literally get like these long back and forth debates and realize at the end of the day, I gained nothing from it. And at the same time, I'm literally like drained after spending hours trying to text people back and forth. I just had to get rid of it.
Take more Wheezies. You get who we are now, right? We now take pictures of ourselves to send to people we don't know to see what they think about us. Did you get that picture of me that I took of me?
I dropped
it's on my Instagram under Christopher Titus.me.
Facebook is if I had to say it like this, Facebook is the devil. Facebook, the thing that I hate about Twitter is like you get like a certain amount of words to say. And how in the hell am I supposed to have a conversation with somebody, a real conversation about real issues? Because everybody wants to take their politics to Twitter. How in the hell am I supposed to have like a real conversation with somebody when I only got a certain amount of characters to talk? Now, I've never been the type to like write full paragraphs out. And some people are. And sometimes I'll be going back and forth with somebody on Facebook, and then that person will write like 4 or 5 paragraphs. And I'm just like, oh, dude, there's no way I can possibly respond to this thing without writing a whole essay. And that's why Facebook takes up so much of your time, because it's like unlimited in a way. Where you going? You leaving? Why you say bye? Who you saying bye to? Oh, you're right to leave like hours. Oh yeah, you saying bye to the people who are gonna leave. Oh, sometimes I get confused.
Please comment on me. Like me. Follow me. You know who does that? Psychopaths. That's who does that. And by the way, yeah. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's at Titus Nation.
Yo, that was perfect. That was a good way to drop that. That was perfect. Thank you for the recommendation, David. I really appreciate it. That was really worth the laugh.
1 in a million to 1 villain. Too hot to be in the kitchen. I'll end up melting the ceiling.